Well, hello everybody. So we're going to do another tote video, and it looks like it looks like this one's like a little hodgepodge. So I'm not sure what we're going to find in here, but I know we're going to find some goodies. That's for a fact. So let's start out with this. This is from Universal's. This is deluxe worsted instant print. They don't make this anymore. And matter of fact, this is their old band. They changed their label, but this is 100% wool. This would felt, but it's 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 219 yards, 200 meters. It is a 4-weight, 100% wool, hand wash, lay flat to dry. They want you to use a 7 to a 9 knitting, and they would like you to use a 9 or a 10 crochet hook, which is a 9 or a K, or an I or a K. But this is just gorgeous. Look at that. Just beautiful. I love these colors. Looks like that's the only one I got. I think I got rid of the other I had. I could be wrong, but we're going to throw it over here on the couch. Kevin's not down here with me. He had to go to bed, but we're going to carry on. Okay, so here's another Universal yarn. This is Deluxe Worsted LP, 100% self-striping wool. This might be the only ball I have left. It's 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 220 yards, 200 meters, a 4-weight, 100% wool, hand wash, lay flat to dry. And this is called Harvest. And it is just beautiful. And this would felt easily. I think it'd make a hat. I only have one ball, so not really sure. And you never know, it might go bye-bye. With me, you never know. I don't like to have one of something. I have to have multiples, so my hands aren't tied. And you never know, digging down in this tote, I might find some brothers and sisters of it. But here is some ice yarn that I had bought. And they're saying this is a 2, but with the halo, I would probably go up a size or so, just so you don't smash the halo, because I mean, look at all that wonderful halo. Beautiful. So let's see if we can read it. This is I can't pronounce it. It's a wool. They want you to use a U.S.A crochet hook or knitting needle. It's 80% acrylic, 12% polyester, 8% wool. It's 50 grams, 150 meters. So looking at about 165 yards. And I am not seeing, they're not very good with putting colors. They're more or less color numbers. And I'm not even seeing a color number. But it's pretty. It'd make a hat. So over it goes. Okay, so here is some ice yarn. It's beautiful color. I love the green, and it's soft. This too is a 3-weight. They want you to use a U.S.A, and it's 8%, 80% acrylic, 12% polyester, 8% wool, 50 grams, 150 meters, 165 yards. Man, I like this. I like this. I really like that. So it's the only one that I see on top. Okay, here's another one from Ice. It's the same. Let's see if we can get that in there. There it is. That's the name of it. So it's a 3-weight of U.S.A knitting and crochet, and it's 80 acrylic, 12% polyester, and 8% wool. So same as the other. But this, you can really see the twist in this. And that's the only one I got of that. Now, this I have several of. Okay, so we've got this. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. This is Ice Yarns. This is Angora Supreme color. 70% Angora, 30% acrylic. It's a 2-weight. They want you to use a 3 to a 6 crochet or knitting needle. Hand wash, lay flat to dry. And it's 100 grams, 550 meters. So you're looking at about 600 yards in here. It's made in Turkey, of course. But look at this. This would make a beautiful shawl. And so soft. But I have, here's 4. We're going to toss these over here on the couch. And 5. Man, this is nice. Smells so clean. But that's all I see of that color. So here is another ice. This is Bermuda mohair. It's 70% mohair, 30% acrylic, 500 meters, so 550 yards. It's a 3-weight. They would like you to use a U.S.A knitting or crochet. And even though it's thin, I would agree to use a bigger hook because of all this beautiful mohair. You can just see the halo. And that color, I just love that color. To me, it just screams fall. Toss that over there. Okay, so here is another ice yarn. And this is wool decay. That's all it says. Wool decay. It's 50% wool, 50% acrylic. It's a 3-weight. And they would like you to use a 6 to an 8. It's 50 grams, 110 meters, so about 160 yards. So it'd be enough to make a hat. And it's a beautiful purple, purplish gray. It's soft. We'll toss that over there. Okay, so here's this one. This is Universal Deluxe Self-Striping. It is 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 220 yards, 200 meters, a 4-weight, 100% wool, hand wash, lay flat to dry, and they would like you to use a size 8 knitting needle or a H crochet hook. And the color is grayscale color. It's a very pretty, very fitting name. I love that color. So we're going to toss that over on the couch. And here's this color. It is from Ice. Made in Turkey. This is their super wool. And there's the specs. So it is a 3-weight, 100 grams, 270 meters, 70% premium acrylic and 30% wool, hand wash, lay flat to dry. U.S. 6 to an 8 crochet hook. But that is just, I love those colors. I would consider that fall too. Oh, love the smell. There's wool in it, so. Aha! We have 3 more of the green. So I have I have enough to do something really big. But we're going to toss that over there. Sorry about the crinkling, but now here's this ice. And there ain't no way I'm going to be able to pronounce that. So there it is. I'll let you pronounce it yourself. And this is 12% Angora, 55% Viscose, and 35 polyamide. It's a 2-weight, and they want you to use a 2 knitting needle or a 2 to a 3 crochet hook. And there is 325 meters, so you're looking at about 340 yards. 300 and, yeah, give or take. And it's a beautiful green. I love that green. It would make a wonderful shawl or a wrap. And with this, it's stretchy because of the viscose. Got a stretch to it. Beautiful wrap. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 of those. And we'll toss it over there on the couch. Okay. So here is another ice yarn. And this one is Sail Winter. And it's a beautiful burgundy red. It's 50 grams, 250 meters, so about 275 yards. 22% wool, 78% acrylic. Oh, and this actually has a color, red maroon. Very fitting color. That's a fitting name for this color. Yes, indeed. And wash, lay flat to dry. And it's soft. And with 275 yards, you could easily make yourself a neck wrap. You probably make a small neck wrap and a hat. So, I had to get something to drink. I'm sorry. Okay, so we're moving on. Dig down here. Ooh. Now I like this. This is that's a fun color for me. I like this color. And this is from Big Twist. I do not mind Big Twist yarn. This is the Rainbow Classic. 100% acrylic. It's 8 ounces. It's a bulky 5, and I agree with that. They want you to use a size 9 knitting needle or a J crochet hook. It's 8 ounces, 227 grams, 447 yards, 409 meters. And it's bright and black is the colorway. Made in Turkey. And it's Joanne house brand. So it's a bit cheaper. And I'm not a yarn snob. If you watched any of my other videos that I show in my collection, I go from the cheapest up to the expensive. Doesn't matter. To me, yarn's yarn. It all wants to be loved. It all wants to be used. And there's nothing wrong with getting yarn cheap, because yarn is not cheap. But I just love that color. And it's soft. It is soft for being 100% acrylic. But I have 1, 2, I have 3 of them. 3 bulky weight at 447. So that's 1,200, 1,300 yards. I could make just almost anything I want. I could make a throw. I could make a hat and a scarf set. I could. Endless. Endless. We're going to toss these over on the couch. Now, digging down. This was a heavy tote. It was full of this and that. So, here, this is washable EWE. I love this yarn. This is from Stitch Nation, Debbie Stoller. And I love that. It's a beautiful green. I love this yarn. They do not make it anymore. Not that I've seen. Colorway is Clover. Let's see here. It is a 4-weight. They want you to use a U.S.A or a U.S.J. 8 knitting needle, J crochet hook. Machine wash cold, lay flat to dry. And let's see what the makeup is. This is a Red Heart yarn. So there again, you know, I'm not a yarn snob. This was made in Australia. It's 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 183 yards, 167 meters. It's 100% Superwash wool. I love it. I just love it. I got more of this in another tote. I might have even showed it. I don't remember. I've showed a lot of yarn. I have a lot of totes left to show. But we're going to toss that over yonder. And we're going to keep going. So, this is a soft yarn. It's a thin yarn. It's from Ice. I don't, I cannot pronounce that name, so there it is for you. It's a beautiful, deep, it almost looks like a deep green, like a really rich, deep green. It is a 2-weight. They want you to use U.S. 2 or 3 crochet or knitting needle. It's 50 grams, 330 meters, so about 360 yards. 15% alpaca, 40% merino, and 56 acrylic. That's got to be 55. That would be 100. 15 alpaca, 40 merino wool, and 55 acrylic. And it's soft. Oh my gosh, is that soft. How many? Oh yeah, 330 meters. Oh yeah. You could make a nice simple scarf out of that. One little ball. It'd be a thin scarf. You know, it wouldn't be very bulky, but it'd be nice and thin. Here's another ice yarn. And there is the name right there. It's 20% viscose, 80% acrylic. It's 50 grams, 150 meters, so 165 yards. It is a 3-weight. They want you to use a U.S.A, and I agree with the 3-weights. I think it's between a 3 and a 4. Heavy 3, light 4. But it is a beautiful color. It's got little, yep, there you go. You can see the different, it's like a purplish blue. Oh, I have one of those. Let's see, what else do I have? Okay, so here is Premier Yarns. It's wool worsted. I love this stuff. The color is mint. It is a 4-weight. Hand wash, lay flat to dry. Okay, where's my specs? 186 yards, 170 meters, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 100% wool. This would felt. And I love that green color. That green is just, I love the mint. So over it goes. Now here's an ice yarn. It's sale winner. It is 30% mohair, 20% wool, 40% acrylic, and 10% polyamide. And it is nice and fluffy. Look at that. Look how fluffy. Look at all that halo. Wonderful yarn. Just wonderful. Trying to see if there's some yardage. Okay, this is 50 grams, 90 meters, so right around 100 yards. I like that. Now, here's another color. Look at all the halo. This is their ice yarns, and this is their super wool. It is a 3-weight. 30% wool, 70% premium acrylic, 100 grams, 270 meters, so about 290 yards, a 3-weight. They want you to use a 4 or a 5 knitting needle or 6 to an 8 crochet hook. And I do not see no color number or color at all, but it's a beautiful yarn. I love it. So over it goes. Now, this is Lion Brand's Cupcake. I just love that color. Color is Moody Blue. It's a 3-weight, 5.3 ounces, 150 grams, 590 yards, 540 meters, 100% acrylic, machine wash and dryable. It is a 3-weight. Yeah, I just like that color. I like that. But I have 2. So I could make a baby blanket out of those 2. Because that would give me around almost 1,200 yards. Okay, so now this is a Caron Big Cake. And I love these. I love the Caron Big Cakes. So let's read. Okay, so the color is Nightberry. So that's a Nightberry color. They want you to use a U.S.A knitting needle or an H crochet hook. It's machine wash and dryable. It's 100% acrylic, 10.5 ounces, 300 grams, 603 yards, 551 meters. 603 yards. And I've got 2. So enough to make a baby blanket or a wrap, a shawl, small sweater. But we're going to toss those over on the couch. Okay, so now this is Loops and Thread. And it's a beautiful blue. This is their Charisma. It's 109 yards, 3.5 ounces, 100 meters, 100 grams. It is a bulky 5, and I agree. That is a bulky 5. This was made in Turkey. They want you to use 8mm crochet hook or a 13 knitting needle. And the colorway is dark blue. But yep, 109 yards. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 600, a little over 600 yards, which would easily make a baby blanket. 600 yards, bulky weight 5, very easy. So we're going to put these back here. Now, here is Loops and Thread, Charisma. There we go. And that's the colorway. I love that color. And the color is Toadstool. It's a bulky 5. So it's the same yarn, same specs, just a different color. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. And we're going to put that back in there. Okay. Now, oh, here's this big ball. This was on a cone. I made a couple pair of slippers, and it's like, okay, what am I going to do? The cone. So I hand wound this. I hand wound this to be a center pull. A center pull. I wrapped this myself. There's nothing that I know of that could handle something this big. And this is 100% wool, and it's a heavy 4-weight. This wood felt. Okay, so now there was a lot in this tote. Look at this beautiful color. Look at all that halo. Look at that. Just gorgeous. This is from Ice Yarns. And it's their Angora Active. I gave Fiber Spider, he likes this stuff, and he likes the batik. And I sent him some of this. But let's see here. It's 75 acrylic, 25% Angora, 100 grams, 500 meters. That's about 550 yards. They want you to use a U.S.A crochet or knitting needle. It is a 2-weight, and I agree with that. That is a 2-weight. This is hand washed, lay flat to dry. And I have 3. So I could make a blanket. I could make a nice big wrap. Almost anything I want with it. Okay, so now this is the last of this bin. There was a lot in this bin. So let's see. This is Ice Yarns. This is Angora Gold Batik. It is 45% Angora, 55% acrylic, 100 grams, 550 meters. They want you to use a U.S.A crochet hook or knitting needle, and it's a 2-weight. And if I can get a strand, there we go. It's a beautiful colorway, just gorgeous. But I have 4 of these, so I could definitely make a blanket. I could make anything that I wanted out of this yarn. So that is it. That one tote had a bunch of yarn. Love it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video, okay? Bye.